So here we go. With 3 rounds left in season 2014, we're still no clearer as to who's going to make the final 5 in the NFL. And I tell you what, it is going to be a cracking end to the season. It's a race to 40 points. It's still 5 teams going into 3 positions. Top 2, they're locked away. Greensboro and Heidelberg, they've got those positions locked up. However, 3rd right through to 7th can change, and will change in a matter of a week. You only have to look at McLeod. 2 weeks ago, they were sitting 3rd. This week, they're 7th. And fortunes also change. Montmorency are flying. They're starting to win games, even beating Heidelberg at Heidelberg, the first team to do so this year. And didn't that set a cat amongst the pigeons now? Montmorency take on Lower Plenty. Not only is it a local derby, it's a match where Montmorency just cannot afford to lose. They win that game, believe it or not, Montmorency could be 3rd by the end of the round. 2 weeks ago they weren't even in the 5. 2 weeks later they could be 3rd. Lower Plenty, if they drop this match, could end up dropping out of their 5. Their percentage is so low. That's going to be a big factor that Lower Plenty have to deal with. So let's look at each team. Starting from the top of the ladder. Greensboro, round 17 clash against Heidelberg, really the only game of interest. That could decide who gets the week off in the finals. For Heidelberg, who are sitting 2nd, they have the Greensboro match, but then they can have big impacts on the rest of the finals. They still have to play West Preston. Lower Plenty, who are sitting 3rd, as mentioned before, have the do or die game against Montmorency this week. Other than that, they finish off the season with 2 games that you'd expect them to win, so potentially they could end up on 44 points, but their percentage is going to be dangerous. They might finish 5th. Let's see. West Preston are going to catch Heidelberg on the rebound. I can't imagine that Heidelberg are going to lose 2 games in a row, and West Preston need this game. They're on 34 points. They only need 6 points to get up to the magical 40, but they're going to struggle. And this week, their hearts are going to be in their mouths again as Heidelberg comes over the top, and they will be out of the final 5 this week. Montmorency, my team. Well, I think they surprised everyone with the big win over Heidelberg on the weekend. That was a game where you thought, well, it's not going to matter too much. They can still lose that and make the finals. But now, not only can they make the finals, they could actually finish 3rd. Win the last 3 games of the season, and they can do it. They've got Whittlesea. That should boost their percentage up pretty highly, as long as they don't take it easy. Remember, Whittlesea did give them a scare last year. However, they have 2 big games. They've got Lower Plenty this week, and they finish it off with West Preston. Both games at home, and both games have bearings on those 2 teams making the finals. Bundoora, they probably have the easiest run of all the teams playing for the finals, but if they lose this week, they make it hard for themselves. Win this week, and you reckon they'll finish on 44 points, and will be percentage differences whether they make 3rd or not. McLeod, their coach came out 2 weeks ago and said every game from this point is an 8-point game. Well, he wasn't joking. They've lost the last 2, and they've slipped from 3rd all the way down to 7th. They are going to struggle. They don't win this week, it's all over. They've still got to play Heidelberg in the last round. So McLeod, you were valiant. You got as high as 3rd, but I'm sorry, you're not going to make the finals. So this is how I see my final ladder going. With 3 weeks to go, slightly altered to what I said a couple of weeks ago, but the sentiment's the same. Mont could actually finish 3rd thanks to a superior percentage. And who would have thought that 4 weeks ago? Bundoora is going to finish 4th, and I think Lower Plenty might sneak into that 5th spot in the finals. And won't that be a sensation for them? And everything hinges on this week. Montmorency, Lower Plenty, Bundoora, McLeod. That shapes the finals.